Alright friends, here it is, the grand finale of our slog through this Ice Age booster box. 30 packs in, I think I've gotten them all on video. Some of them may have been lost to my phone crash, but I can tell you that with 6 packs left, I have not yet found the crown jewels of the Ice Age set, which are the Jester's Cap and the Necropotence. So hopefully I will today. I just want to point out something. I get really sensitive about the way my hands look when I'm about to do these videos, and I noticed that I have a big scratch on my hand from taking my cat to the vet yesterday, so if that offends you, I apologize, but I'll try to keep it out of sight. I don't know why I felt compelled to say that, but I did. Happy holidays, by the way. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, and if that's your thing, or whatever the winter festival of your parents' choice is, and that everybody's gearing up for a fun-filled new year. I know I am. Will not involve Magic the Gathering, probably, but you never know. Okay. I see horses. Oops. Still getting used to the new camera. Sorry about that. I also have a cold, so my voice is a little bit off yesterday. I've nonetheless decided to do a double-sized 6-pack video, so let's hope I get through it, because I really want to put this Ice Age box behind me and start building some Ice Age decks before the end of 2012. War Chariot. That's sort of the equip. Before they had the equip mechanic, you just paid mana and tapped. So that's what that is. Hurricane. That's, I think, a carryover from the earlier core sets. Iceberg. Meteor Shower, nice direct damage. Illusionary Forces. Armor of Faith, kind of a dopey illustration. Rime Dryad. Snow-covered Forest Walk. As if Land Walk wasn't a useless enough ability, this is Snow-covered Land Walk. That's glorious. Burnt Offering, nice nod to the Celts there, with the Burning Wicker Man. Terrible movie, by the way. The Nicolas Cage version. I think the Christopher Lee version's okay. Elvish Healer. Giant Growth. Mind Ravel. Force Discard, always good. Orcish Farmer. I always like the quote on this one. Yes, the farmers keep our soldiers fed. Why do they have to make every battlefield a pig pen? I just like the idea of a orc turning a regular land into a swamp. Hydroblast. Well, I think I just spoiled the rare. It's okay. Disenchant, and the rare is Mind Whip. During target creature's controller's upkeep, he or she pays 3, or Mind Whip deals 2 damage to him or her. If Mind Whip deals damage in this way, tap that creature. So it basically makes one of opponent's creatures a huge pain in the ass. Pretty good. It's a pretty good Drew Tucker illustration, too, I should point out. Drew Tucker was hit and miss, but I think that's one of the better ones. The less abstract, the better with him. I'm going to do some videos at some point. I really want to do this about my favorite artists from the mid-90s. And Drew Tucker, I'm really hot and cold on, just a preview. I think some of his drawings are great. I think some of his drawings are just absolutely awful. He just kind of goes a little nuts with the watercolor splatter sometimes. Anyway, that's for a different day. Maddening Wind. Cumulative upkeep, which means it's useless. Just kidding. Avalanche. Destroy X target snow-covered lands. Well, if you're playing against an Ice Age deck. Silver Urn. Keldar Undead. Folk of the Pines. I think we've seen these before. Foul Familiar. Lava Burst. Another direct damage. That is... So to say it was like Disintegrate, but it's got a different qualifier than Disintegrate does. The autofocus keeps on going in and out, and that bothers me. Keldar Guard. Stone Hands. Not a lot of imagination in that illustration. Or does it make any sense given what the ability actually is? I think this is supposed to be the creature having stone hands, not actual stones becoming hands, but whatever. Dan Frazier, you did your best. Chubtoad. Ray of Erasure, Song of the Damned, Krovikan Sorcerer, and Soulburn I really like the illustration for this one. It's just so such despair, rotting corpse in the middle of a icy landscape. And what is our rare? It is Monsoon. 4-drop, red and green. Whenever any island is untapped at the end of its controller's turn, tap it. Monsoon deals 1 damage to that player. That is pretty good against a blue deck. It basically prevents a blue deck from casting spells during your turn, which is pretty good. I'm gonna get comments about how that's a garbage card and I'm an idiot, but whatever. It's a good sideboard card to play with it. 4-drop, very decent. If you're playing a red and green deck, which I don't think I've ever done. This video is going to take forever. I'm going to go faster here because I don't want to have a 30-minute video. Demonic Consultation. Leshrac Sigil. What the hell does that even mean? Malachite Talisman. This is the Strange Name booster pack. Articar Unicorn, Dark Ritual. Original illustration is much better. Balduvian Shaman. Everyone's naked in Quentin Huber's universe. Word of Undoing. Dire Wolves. Shatter. Cloak of Confusion. Keldarin Sky Knight. Regeneration. Essence Filter. And the rare is Order of the Sacred Torch. 3-drop. Pay 1 life to destroy target black spell. Okay. Not terrible. I'm sick, I'm foggy, I misinterpreted the time. I thought I had only gotten through 1 of the 6 in 5 minutes. I don't need to hurry. I want to look at this Leshrac Sigil again. Looks like the, I don't know, an album cover for a indie goth band, although there's a Star of David there, which is interesting. What does this do? When any opponent successfully casts a green spell, look at that player's hand and choose a card. He or she then discards that card. Uses this ability only once each time a green spell is cast. Wow. That's pretty good. For a 2-drop, man. Better than the rare, I'd say. Okay. Was that 2? Okay. Alright, 3 more chances. It was better than the rare. I'm sorry, I forgot what the rare was. Oh, it's Friday, and I'm sick. And I've been eating rich food and drinking alcohol all week. Which is really the true spirit of Christmas, if you ask me. Green Scarab. Fanatical Fever. It's really familiar, that ability. I don't know what... It feels like it's a copy of an old card. Soldavi Machinist. Okay. Saber-Tooth Tiger. Moorfiend. It's the Swamp Fiend. Very creative. Harold McNeil. You draw the same thing every time. Battle Frenzy. Illusionary Wall. Clairvoyance. Orcish Conscripts with the colander and the beanie. I have kind of a thing about anachronisms in my sword and sorcery fantasy artwork. So the noodle strainer and the propeller beanie always bothered me with this illustration. Whatever, Doug. Gorilla Pack. Prismatic Ward. Aurochs. Dark Banishing. It's an artifact. Can it be? No! Articar, well, it's a land. Articar Wastes. Alright, it's a harmful dual land. I should say the card that I really want is Naked Singularity, which I always thought was one of the freakier cards. It does have a cumulative upkeep, has a great illustration, and it has a really just game-killing effect. Unless you have the right combination of colors in your deck. I won't explain what it is because I might get one. Alright. Knight of Stromgald. Look familiar? Keldarin Frostbeast. Frostbeast is fun to say. At the end of combat, destroy all creatures blocking or blocked by Keldrin Frostbeast. So you combine this one with Lure, and you're going to town. White Scarab. Barbed Sextant. That's pretty good. You have to look at those cards that give you mana because people get really excited about them. Woolly Spider. They didn't have the quote-unquote reach ability this era, so they had to spell out, can block creatures with flying. Now I would just say reach. Tor Giant. This is a nice Douglas Shirley illustration. That's, classic sword and sorcery there. Brown Oof. Keldrin Dead again. Circular Protection Green. Keldrin Guard again. Snowfall. Nice Phil Foglio cartoony illustration there. Confused looking Blue Man. Songs of the Damned. That's pretty good. A lot of free mana. Erntre. Shield Bearer. Just dumbass. Banding. Okay, I think this is an artifact, and it is not Jester's Cap, it is Pentagram of the Ages. 4 tap, prevent all damage dealt to you from one source. Pentagram of the Ages does not prevent the same source damaging you again this turn. Well, that's as dull as unbuttered toast, isn't it? Okay, the last pack. What are the odds, my friends? This is going to have one of those cherished cards in it. I didn't do that on purpose to build suspense. I actually had trouble opening the damn thing. Could that be another Scarab? I just bent one of the cards. It's great. Okay. Just for maximum expense. Oh. Just screwed everything up. Okay. Put the card down there. Save it for the absolute last thing that we look at. Blue Scarab. Karplusan Giant. Snow-covered lands, man. Leshrax's right. So this is the poor, unfortunate ragdoll that Richard Thomas used to illustrate both the Rack and the Black Vice, which punish you for having too many or too few cards. I think he shows up elsewhere in Richard Thomas's illustrations as well. Dark Ritual again. Again. What does this card even do? It heals you. Valdivian Shaman again, Word of Undoing. Dire Wolves, Shatter, Cloak of Confusion, Keldrin Sky Knight, Banding, Regeneration, Essence Filter, hey. I was going to say, this would look very similar. Pestilence Rats, okay. What is the last card? What is the last card in this Ice Age box? That's also my cat, in case you care. Soldevi Golem! Does that untap during your untap phase? Untap target creature. Opponent controls. To untap. What? That's garbage. Alright, well that's disappointing. Okay, well I didn't get the Jester's Cap, I didn't get the Necropotence, and I didn't get a Naked Singularity, but I got some decent cards along the way. My plan, I think, as I've said before, is I'm going to build just some Ice Age decks that are not going to be very exciting or powerful, but, they'll be Ice Age decks, and I will, if anybody has a mind to play some Ice Age games with me, I will play with them. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed watching all these videos. Sorry I couldn't deliver a, one of the more powerful cards. There's a little piece of paper in here. 036811. You waited 17 years to come out of that box, 036811. I hope it was worth it. Anyway, not really sure what I'm going to do next. I have some old videos I haven't posted yet. I have some new stuff that's coming in the mail, and I have some new stuff that's already here that I have not yet opened. So I will think about it over the New Year's and post more videos in 2013. Thank you very much for watching.